Hey guys, good morning. This is Dan. Welcome to Engelgeist. For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscription. This is the daily forecast for all signs. It is a broad spectrum reading, so you kind of have to take it and fit it wherever it fits in your life personally to situations you're dealing with. I do speak in broad terms, so if it doesn't fit, that's okay. It doesn't mean anything's wrong or broken. You just might be working on something different. This is your, the initial forecast was created for Friday, October 1st. But I say take the message over the date that it was created for. So if the message makes sense to you, and you're watching it on a different date other than the 1st, that's okay. Use the message rather than the date. Please check out the drop-down menu underneath the video on the daily videos on my YouTube channel. In there is a bunch of stuff like housekeeping stuff as far as how to find me on social media, how to book a private reading, what decks I'm using in any given video and where to purchase them, things like that. So that's all available to you. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them on the video, or you can message me directly at my Facebook business page. Beyond that, please hit that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button, and hit that notification bell so that you get notified when I go live. And let's see what the cards are going to do for us for October. I went and took the liberty. Normally I have a poll for the deck each month on Patreon so that they get to pick one of the two decks that I use. But I decided I kind of wanted to stay with MJ's decks. This is a deck I never did an unboxing video for. And I probably will do one, but my unboxing video formats are going to change because I don't want to necessarily share out the whole deck in video. It's been brought to my attention by an independent designer that potentially those videos can be used to steal people's work. And so I don't want to do that. Although they could, if somebody really wanted to go to the trouble, they could just buy a copy of the deck and then replicate it from there. It would only cost them, $20 to $40 depending on how much the deck costs. So, but still, that being said, I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm going to have to figure out a new way to do my unboxing videos because MJ is an artist out of Seattle who independently produces her own decks. She's very good at what she does. And she's a lovely lady, and I would never want to put her in any sort of weird imposition like that, nor would I want any tarot creator or oracle creator to end up, having to struggle against a counterfeit creator. And I know that MJ's had issues with that in the past. I think that people just are thieving bastards. But anyways, so let's get into these cards. I will do an unboxing video for this deck, but like I said, I'm not going to show the entirety of the deck at all. So you guys are going to have to just watch the daily video to get a better sense of the deck. Alright, so let's see what the card is for today. Of course, MJ's cards always shuffle like a dream too, by the way. I mean, it's just great. I love how her cards shuffle. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay. She got that spider going on, which is great for the Halloween theme. Oh, the deck that we're using too, I should let you guys know, is the Guardians of the Night, which I thought would be beautiful for October, right? It's kind of got a little bit of a, night theme. It could be a little bit spooky, but I just love that we've been working with Grimalkin, then we worked with the Wise Dog Tarot last month. And so I just wanted to stay with MJ's decks. They shuffle like a dream. This lady knows what she's doing. I'm a bit of a fangirl when it comes to her, but I really do love her work. I love her, she uses traditional meanings of tarot imagery within her art, so she's really great at that. So I just can't speak highly enough of her. All right, so anyways, check her out. You can go to M.J.CULLINANE.com, I believe, is her website. I'll have to figure that out, but you can certainly check her out and search her online. So Seven of Pentacles would indicate work. I love how she chooses the spider. It's a little bit more delicate or intricate work when I think of the spider, but all of the work and looking at sort of what he's about to wield or bring in after working on all of these different webs throughout this tree, right? Similar to like the traditional imagery is a man in a field with like a crop in front of him. I think it's grapes of some sort, but it's a plant with a bunch of pentacles on it. And he's been working hard. He's standing on a hoe, and no, you guys, not that kind of hoe, as much as we love to stand on those types of hoes. He's actually using a real garden hoe, okay? Not the kind that, you know, chews gum and is named Thelma. But anyways, although I don't mind that type of hoe, that would be my ride or die, to be honest. I'd be down. So, he's leaning on his hoe and he is looking at his work and he's sort of waiting for kind of the ship to come in or the fruits of his labor to be shown to him, right? Now, what I do want to say is we switch over decks, right? We've also switched over months. So, but I love how from one deck to the other, we're still in this earthy energy. We were seeing yesterday with the devil and that Capricorn energy. We had in the weekly from Sunday. We had Empress energy in the midweek, and then we end on the Knight of Pentacles. And now we have this Seven of Pentacles showing up today. So definitely still earthy, physical body, issues with like our day-to-day material world life, that sort of a thing. There's this part of the Seven of Pentacles about like, not necessarily hurry up and wait, but there's this part about being patient to the Seven of Pentacles that I love, where it's like we know the work we've put in, we understand what we've done and why we've done it to create sort of the reward that we're about to harvest, right? Similar to this spider, he's done all of this. Oh, I'm gonna kill these dogs. Can you hear that? Listen. Oh, now they're gonna be quiet. Yeah, that's the puppy. He does this snarly, he's playing, but he's like obnoxiously loud and like tries to sound really vicious. Anyways, so there's this whole point where we put in the work, we've done all of the steps, we know that it's just a matter of time before we can harvest our reward. And that's sort of what this spider is waiting for. He sees the little fireflies flying down there at the bottom part of the card. He's waiting for them to just get trapped in his web, right? To me, the fireflies are kind of giving me this little truth or wisdom feeling to them. Like there might be little downloads or intuitions that we get today that could be very rewarding, or that could give us a really wonderfully fresh perspective on a situation that we've maybe been dealing with. So be aware of that. There is something coming, obviously, with the Seven of Pentacles. Always, there's something to be had, rewarded, enjoyed, but it's a matter of being that sort of patience, that dedication, that nice Pentacles energy. We also have that Knight of Pentacles underneath this. So patience will be key here, right? With whatever situation we're dealing with. The one thing the webs do make me think of is being kind of stuck or enmeshed in something a little bit deeper than we maybe want to be. So if some of you are feeling the drag of some of the weird cards that we had all of this week around like a situation or person that seems like a bit of a struggle bus, this could be a little bit of that. But the Seven of Pentacles always indicates like with patience, attention, a little bit of work involved, we're going to be fine. We're going to end out on top or ahead at some point. So don't worry about that, even if you're feeling a little bit stuck. Now, here is the other deck that I chose for this month. And because it's October, I wanted to bring these ladies back because with this group, those of you that watch regularly love this deck and really responded well to it. And I think it resonates with some of my friends who have had past lives as witches. This is the Literary Witches Oracle. We have Octavia E. Butler, and she is the future. So what I love about her is she's kind of surreal. She's got a lot of stuff going on. It's a little bit surreal and a little bit weird. But what I love about her as far as the future is concerned is like the Seven of Pentacles is what we do now and how it affects our future, right? This spider understands the work that he puts in now, the webs that he's built will soon net him some sort of gift, some sort of wisdom, some sort of benefit, right? And so I feel like Octavia wants us to realize that too and to think towards our future by what we're doing now. Does that make sense? And so grounding that and being dedicated, especially with that Knight of Pentacles energy underneath it, it's going to help us. I am going to read Octavia's story. I feel like we have not seen her before. Is that true? I cannot remember. And she was the future. And each of these ladies is a writer of some sort. And I just love this deck. So I like to bring these ladies out. Because, you know, we have witches and all of that in October due to Halloween. And I just sort of, I feel like witches to me are empowered women, ultimately, and that's why they were burned at the stake, because man feared them, he couldn't control them. Okay, so this is imagining, planning, worrying about the future. Octavia E. Butler, from 1947 to 2006, the daughter of a housekeeper and a shoe shiner, was a pioneer in the very white and male-dominated, sorry, I can't read this, genre of science fiction. She received a MacArthur Fellowship for her dark, philosophical novels and stories which feature black female protagonists and explore power dynamics among sexes, races, and species. That's kind of hot. I would like to actually read some of her stuff. Like science fiction, that's kind of very cool. So, anyways, what I feel like with this is there is a creepiness to Octavia's card, like a surrealist thing going on here. We've got some creatures, some darkness still. That could be left over from that devil card we saw yesterday. Remember, we also saw the goblin the day before. There's a bit of a, like, Jeepers Creepers vibe happening with the cards. I'm not exactly sure what y'all are dealing with out there, but the cards are still telling the same story as we lead into October. And let's look at the grounding stone for today. And remember, that grounding stone for this week is angels. So if you are dealing with anybody that's really dark or weird or a little bit off, call on those angels, call on your help, you know, have them come in and sort of clear your space if you need them to. We've got Snowflake Obsidian, which will ward off negativity, which is a good thing, and it's energy. Grounding in our own energy, being responsible for our own energy, using the Seven of Pentacles message to tend to our own energy, to cultivate feeling better, better work, better attention, all of that sort of stuff. We want to put that forward today and put it also forward towards the future. Know that whatever we're working on now and however we're managing our energy or our what we're outputting into the world, we are going to receive back, guys. So keep that in mind as you move forward throughout the day. You want to make sure that you're grounded, that you're productive, that almost it's like, I kind of feel like today's message is every step that we take will bear us fruit down the line. Be aware of that, is sort of what I'm thinking is they're trying to say. Barring that, you know, yes, we're dealing with some weird situations. That's the surrealist nature of Octavia showing up, but it will all get us to that better future. That is your forecast. I hope that it makes sense. I hope that it resonates. And please tune in tomorrow to see how this all changes. Have a wonderful day, you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate each and every one of you and all your viewership. Please hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel. Share the video out and leave a question or comment. I greatly appreciate all of them. You guys have a wonderful day and be productive. Bye.